Today is September the 6th, 2015, and we're looking at the Northeast Pacific Rainbow Infrared Loop. And today, Linda is officially a Category 1 hurricane. Earlier today, Linda had 50-mile-per-hour winds this morning, and since that time, it's developed into a Category 1 storm, and this is a very big storm. Compared to Kevin and some of the other storms. It's got a very large area here with very intense thunderstorms, and we can see the red here. It's all through this entire storm, so we'll keep an eye on that. That's a very large storm, and it's moving northwest at 14 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and look at the National Hurricane Center map right now, and here's Linda right here, moving northwest at 14 miles per hour, so it's got a pretty good clip going there. And Linda is forecast to move up the coast until about Wednesday, and on Wednesday they're forecasting it's going to take a left turn. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. They were wrong about Tropical Storm Kevin here the other day. They were Kevin was forecast to take a left turn as well, but as we know, Kevin went right up through Baja and up through New Mexico and Arizona. Okay, so they're not always right, so we'll keep an eye on all that. Let's go back and look at the water vapor map for the Northeast Pacific and see what's going on. Okay, so we've got the remnants of this is Jimena. I believe this is a tropical storm right now. I haven't looked, but it's, well, let's go ahead and take a quick look again, just for the hell of it. I haven't done a video in a couple of days, so I need to get reacquainted with the, okay, so Jimena has 50-mile-per-hour winds and is moving northwest at 10 miles per hour. All right, so that's the stats on Jimena. Okay, let's go back and look at the map. This is the Northeast Pacific Water Vapor Loop, and here is Jimena. There's a HARP transmitter right here. We can see all that heat, and it is boring into the core of this system, and the core is sucking in all that heat and weakening the storm. Okay, so we can see that happening right here. All right. Now we've got a lot of other heat right here that is separating these two storms. This here is Ignacio, and this storm is still spinning counterclockwise. This is still a large low pressure area right here, and so they've got heat. There's a transmitter, a HARP transmitter right here that's generating some heat to keep these two storms from merging together. All right. Also, we have this is a new flow out of the Bering Sea that is coming down, and there's some heat here installed by a HARP transmitter as well. And so this flow is coming down and making a right turn as it runs into this high pressure. So you're keeping this flow separated from that storm, separated from this storm, and all that heat between these two storms is accomplishing that. There's also we've got heat right here being applied over Hawaii to keep this area protected from all these from all this weather. Okay, now what's happening here is that this storm is probably going to ride up over this high pressure that's still pinned here. This is about a week and a half, 2 weeks old. It's starting to move to the east, and we can see what's happening here. This is going to ride up over and go right into the west coast. So they're going to have to prevent the potential of rain from California by doing something here pretty quick. And so what's going to happen is that they have forecasted 100, 102, 103 degree heat starting on tomorrow and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday it'll start cooling. So this entire week coming up, we've got 100-degree temperatures right here for the LA region, and that is going to serve to block all of this weather. It'll ride up over into probably Oregon and Washington. So all that heat is going to be a result of this high pressure that's going to be pumped up. We're going to see a lot more of this dry high pressure right here, clockwise high pressure. Okay, so that's pretty much the situation. We've got a flow running right through northern Baja and going into Arizona. We have a thunderstorm right here that's about to be blown apart. The very beginning stages of being blown apart right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. We have a big thunderstorm right here. And that storm is in the very beginnings of being hit with a microwave transmitter right here to destroy it, to heat it up. All right. And look at the core of Linda right here. This is a very intense core. We can actually see some white flashes going on in the center of this core right here. A lot of rain, just a lot of thunderstorms and everything else. And this is a very strong high pressure right here. This is going to block this storm from making any northbound movement. I can see that. This is a rerun of Kevin. Kevin was forecast to come up here and take a left, but there's no way that's going to happen. I mean, watch the flow right here. This is the tail. Let's go take a look here again and get the bearings. Yeah, this is Jimena, the tail of Jimena, which is catching this current here, which is being affected by this high pressure that's been installed, and it's winding its way right up into Baja. All right, so now we see that happening here. And the same thing's going to happen when this storm advances further north. The whole thing is going to blow right over into Baja and Arizona and New Mexico. They're not going to let this get into California. Okay, I'll just tell you that right now. We were lucky we got that 1.5 inches of rain on July 19th. That was probably an accident. In all probability, that was an accident. So we're going to keep an eye on this, and the flow, everything is moving strongly to the northeast. There's no reason that should change, especially when there's a threat of rain to California. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Here's a close-up shot of California and Arizona. This is a southwest water vapor loop. And we can see this very dry air installed here. This is all part of that clockwise flow, this high pressure that they've installed. But the flow here is very strong to the northeast, and that will that will prevail probably for the next few days. All right. And we see this storm right here. This is just in the very beginnings of being imploded. Okay. This is just a quick update tonight. I'm not going to get into any of the... Okay, here we go. Here's a close-up of Hawaii. We've got these two storms here. They're keeping the heat on. We've got heat here and heat here. They're going to keep all these separated. So that's pretty much what's happening. And we'll go ahead and do another update tomorrow. We got to watch this. That's going to come around over towards the west coast, and we've got this here that's going to move right up into the United States. They won't let it hit California, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. This is an interesting development here. This could get trapped up and move right over into California, but we'll just see what they got in their toolkit for what we're seeing here now. All right, so that's it. We'll go ahead and do an update tomorrow. Okay.